The Abbott Thanksgiving ends with a surprise kiss, and a holiday blow-up leaves Kane on his own Wednesday, November 26, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Nate makes amends, Claire kisses Kyle, and Victor hides the truth from Nikki. At the ranch, Abby and Devin tell the Newmans they have a crazy schedule and can't stay long. Nate arrives and Nikki arches an eyebrow in her husband's direction. Nate brings peace offerings for Nikki and Victor, her favorite tea and tequila. Victoria and Nate step aside to get a drink, and they toast to gratitude. They check in with each other, given they're missing ones they love, and then rejoin the others. Nate makes amends to Victor for trying to send him to a psychiatric hospital. The mustache admits he's been a different man lately and thanks him for supporting Victoria and Claire. They share a happy Thanksgiving and shake hands. Victor and Nikki make a speech. Victor is grateful for all of them, for what they've created. They toast to not taking their family for granted. Nikki adds a toast to the family members who are far away. Summer, Nick and Noah. Abby and Devin depart, followed by Nate, who receives a peppermint hot chocolate to go from Victoria, who teases him about returning her mug. He kisses her cheek and goes. Victoria hugs her dad in thanks for making peace with her ex. Chelsea and Adam dan coats to go wrangle the kids at the pond. She's grateful that Connor is better and out skating with his cousins. Adam is grateful for her. They kiss. Holiday dust-a-pot, Crimson Lights, Amy, Lily and Esther are preparing to feed the less fortunate at Thanksgiving feast. Amy recalls the happy Thanksgivings she and Damien shared with Jackson. And Lily thinks about the holidays with her mom and dad, and Kane and the kids when they were young. They're grateful for new traditions. Just then, Kane arrives. Lily asks, "What are you doing here?" Kane is sure he's the last person Amy wants to see, so he turns to leave. She stops him. Not sharing space with him won't bring Damien back. Lily tells him to put on an apron and help. He smiles as Phyllis arrives and peers in at them. Cozying up to Lily at the salad bar, Kane asks, "How can I serve?" They banter a bit until Phyllis walks in and tells Esther she's there to volunteer. Esther tries to dissuade her, but Lily hands over her apron and walks out. Esther tells Phyllis she sure knows how to clear a room. Phyllis needles Kane about coming there to impress Lily. So much for cutting the cord and moving on. They bicker over his motives, and Phyllis accuses Kane of being in denial. She mocks him for asking Lily to help him put on an apron with puppy dog eyes. Ashby argues that he told her it would take time to get over his ex. He thinks she's jealous. Phyllis sees her friend going down a negative path, is all. Lily's a trap for him. He needs to stay focused on the future. Lily reappears as they agree, eyes on the future. Lily listens as Kane pries about Phyllis's new venture. She claims it was something she had in the works before he returned. Kane's skeptical, but she insists her company will blow everyone out of the water. He accuses her of lying as Lily walks in and sighs. "You really can't be surprised." She tells Ashby that no one believes in his turnaround because he's aligned with Phyllis. The whole city is watching him. Lily and Amy leave for the winter's dinner. Phyllis tosses her apron at Kane and snaps, "See ya." An Abbott family Thanksgiving at the Abbott mansion. Harrison is pleading with Claire to stay for dinner when Jack arrives with Ashley. Jack booms, "Happy Thanksgiving." And everyone welcomes Ash. Talk quickly turns to Abbott Communications, and Jack helps Harrison out by urging Claire to stay. Claire decides she could stay a little longer. Harrison will take what he can get. They head into the dining room, with Tracy asking Ashley if this will be okay for her. Ashley assures them she's up for it. Therapy is going well and she's working full-time. Tracy declares they'll both be fine. Jack hugs his sisters and Billy in the dining room. Jack makes a speech and asks them to say what they're thankful for this year. Ashley is grateful for the family's unconditional love in the face of their tragedies. Diane is thankful that she finally feels like a true member of the family and is grateful for her husband. Billy shouts out the legend, John Abbott, and is thankful for his kids, siblings, and Sally. Sally is thankful to be with a family who loves each other so much, and to be included. Tracy credits her family for helping her heal after a difficult year. Kyle is thankful to feel he's grown as a son, father, and person. He's happy Claire is there. Claire is thankful for her new family, her new life, and for all of them making her feel a part of their family too. Harrison is grateful for everyone at the table and his mom, who he wishes were there too. He's also grateful for pumpkin pie. Jack is grateful to have his brother at the table, and is thankful that no matter how difficult things get, they never forget that they love each other. "It's what we do. It's what the Abbotts do. Happy Thanksgiving." They all toast. The final scene's at the ranch. Nikki tells Victor and Victoria that she can't shake the feeling that Nick's not giving her the full story about Noah. Victoria feels the same way. They wonder if Victor's protecting them. He assures them everything is all right and suggests they're having dinner in the hospital and watching football. Victoria looks worried as he urges his wife to relax and enjoy this day. The Winters convene at Society, where the kitchen is preparing Amy's special recipe for green bean casserole. Nate knows it was Damien's favorite dish growing up. Amy's grateful for her son, her health, and spending time with the people she loves. They tell her she's a Winters family member now. Lily makes a toast. She's so grateful for all of them, their love, and the trust they share. Kane chases Phyllis into the club and argues that she can't be surprised by Lily's attitude. Phyllis cares about him. He stood there and took it and didn't even fight back. She won't do a back and forth with him. There's not enough room in his life for both of them, so he needs to pick a side. With that, she runs upstairs. Claire says goodnight and prepares to leave the Abbott mansion. Harrison hopes she'll be back soon, and Kyle walks her out. In the chilly air, he thanks her for staying. She says she's glad she did, and kisses him. It was the kind of morning that seemed almost too peaceful for Genoa City. The calm before the kind of emotional storm only the Abbotts could summon. Inside the warm, sprawling halls of Abbott Mansion, preparations for Thanksgiving were already underway. Silver platters gleamed, a fire crackled in the great room, and the scent of rosemary, sage, and freshly baked rolls wafted through the air with nostalgic familiarity. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered quietly, deeply, and inevitably. At the heart of the gathering was Jack Abbott, doing his best to maintain an outward calm. Thanksgiving at the mansion was a tradition that meant the world to him, and yet, as he oversaw the parade of catered dishes arriving, Jack could feel the weight of decisions he'd made, some impulsive, some necessary, pressing heavy on his conscience. Elsewhere in town, Kane Ashby wasn't experiencing anything close to holiday cheer. His morning had begun with a tense phone call, followed by a long silence in a house that once seemed full but now felt hollow. He had been invited to the Abbotts' Thanksgiving for the first time in years, thanks to a tentative reconnection he was attempting to build, but little did Kane know that the day would unravel into a test of identity, loyalty, and regret. Chapter 1. Guests, Ghosts, and Gratitude. By early afternoon, the mansion was filled with the voices of family and the frenetic energy of last-minute preparations. Ashley Abbott arrived first, dressed elegantly and carrying a bouquet of autumn flowers. She greeted her brother warmly but studied his face with concern. "You're thinking too much," she said, narrowing her eyes. "I always do," Jack replied. Then came Tracy Abbott, armed with desserts and the kind of comforting optimism only she could provide. Hot on her heels was Billy Abbott, looking surprisingly put together for a man many still considered a wild card. But it was the arrival of Diane Jenkins that subtly shifted the atmosphere. Though fully welcomed by Jack, her presence always carried the potential for friction, especially today. Then Kane stepped through the doorway, invited but uneasy. "Kane," Jack greeted him. "I'm glad you made it." Kane mustered a polite smile. "Wouldn't miss it?" But Kane wasn't here for tradition. Not entirely. He was chasing something unfinished, something fragile, something maybe already broken. And that something would arrive moments later. Lily Winters. When Lily stepped inside, her elegance and confidence were unmistakable, yet her expression wavered upon seeing Kane. They hadn't spoken properly in weeks. Their interactions had been clipped, formal, guarded. Yet here they were, preparing to celebrate a holiday built on togetherness. Tracy, ever the peacekeeper, hurried between them. "It's Thanksgiving," she said warmly. "If there's any day to put things aside." But some wounds weren't as temporary as cranberry sauce and warm memories could fix. Dinner was everything a holiday meal should be: beautiful, aromatic, meticulously arranged. Jack raised his glass, offering a heartfelt toast about family, forgiveness, and resilience. His voice steadied the room, even grounding Billy, who shifted guiltily at the mention of second chances. Conversation flowed, laughter bubbled, memories resurfaced. For a moment, it felt like the Abbott family had succeeded in pulling off a drama-free holiday.